start the next part of the forum. I'm going to introduce to you .hi IDN creation. I'm going to speak about the principles of the registration, the history, and also about what is going on right now and what are our perspective projects. In 2012, the Armenian Internet community started public discussions around Armenian letter IDN registration. Summing up the response of the population, we created a steering committee, and in the result of the work of that steering committee, we achieved the support and confirmation of all the authorities and agencies that were on whom the decision was depending. And in 2014, ICANN Corporation Board of Directors confirmed the Armenian letter domain right for the Armenian internet community. Then the registration policy was developed, according to which, taking into account the international experience, priority of registration was to be given to state bodies, corporations, and also trademark owners. The process took place 5 months, in which period we had 200 applications. Then we did market expansion. All interested parties were applying, and actually that stage took place 2 months after starting from April this year, we started the general registration phase. According to the principles of registration, in .hi domain, anything is allowed only in Armenian letters, with the exception of the letter Yev, this letter, which is and certain Latin symbols. In case of the registration of a second level name, say any name .hi, internet is this domain. Our communities has the authority not to limit the registration in other Latin letters, with the exception when the second level name is registered by the registrar. And in the case of using forbidden symbols, the internet community is entitled to limit the registration of the domain. So this is done currently by 16 organizations authorized. It is a little bit more than 300 registered names. As compared, I could say, what is the statistics in other countries, like in Georgia, who almost in parallel with us started the registration. They have already 2,000 domain names. Macedonia, with 2 years, has around 700 domain registers. Serbia started registration with its national alphabet in 2012, and now they have around 7,700 registrations. Although the 6-month history of the implementation, maintenance of domain high, IDN high, it is really short. Nevertheless, it is evident to us that we have a lot to do in this sphere. And one of the first things we have to take care about it is raising awareness of the society, of the public. And we anticipate, or we plan, better say, to accomplish certain series of events or initiatives, which includes close cooperation with the Ministry of Diaspora of Armenia, a wide-scale work with different communities, also communities of Armenians in diaspora, also the so-called promotion campaigns using new methods and media. Also, there are historically, internet was designed on the Latin alphabet base. Recently in the world, not Latin domain implementation is acquiring wide acceptance. That is, the internet becomes multilingual. However, the existing standards do not allow to fully implement not Latin letter solution in internet. Google, Microsoft, and big other companies are trying to find solutions to this. As of now, it is applicable before the at symbol using only the Latin letter usage. Of course, we could welcome the experience of Chinese operators who have managed the implementation of completely not Latin letter email addresses. And it is possible to use not only in Chinese, but in other languages. And also you can use for delivering letters written with address with one language to do it to other language address, only with corresponding applications. Well, of course, the work will reveal certain shortcomings, and let's hope that other applications and systems will make the corresponding changes so as everywhere the email implementation or email maintenance in national language addresses will be a reality. I want to say that our work, from that point of view, the usefulness of Armenian letter IDN is really very multi-directional. It is also for millions of Armenian internet users. We are convinced that Armenian letter IDN is able to multiply the number of users, and it will also help to disseminate the Armenian language as in Armenia, as among the diasporan communities, making easier the access to Armenian language content in the internet. After registering Armenian language, Armenian letter domains, we will not need to, say, distort our language, or to all communities, organizations, individuals can have their own Armenian letter names in the internet. Summing up my presentation, I want to call the Armenian society to use the 21st century tool of communication, internet, to support this initiation, which we sure will help the Armenian diaspora to preserve their Armenian identity, and it will promote the use of Armenian keyboard and implementation of different Armenian fonts, especially in the diaspora. Will allow to raise the level of knowledge of Armenian language in the internet, and it will enrich the Armenian content. Thank you very much.